So yeah, that's what the whole vlog's about today, and it starts now. I want to make this like video about what you should do after. What advice would you give for people that don't know what they want to do after high school?
I guess my best advice would be to take your time. Don't rush into it. A lot of people feel like you have to rush into things.
What are you doing after high school, Luke?
I'm going to Arizona State to study computer science.
Nice.
And then I don't know.
Single file, hold hands.
Yeah, I like the lights.
Alright, so we will go ahead and get started.
What's your favorite cookie?
Probably chocolate. I know that's like the basic everybody.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to people that don't know what they really want to do after high school or after school in general?
I'd say like don't really stress about it too much. Think more of how you're gonna get there.
What advice would you give to people that don't know what they want to do after high school or school in general?
I think no matter what you do, you should always do something that you love to do. You don't care about the salary, don't care about how much money it's going to cost you, what you have to go through, how long you're going to be in college. Just do what you love to do and do it well, and just love everything you do, because you don't want to be stuck in a job that you hate or in a major that you hate, because then you'll have no passion, you won't be good at what you do. So just do what you love, always.
Not a big.
Perfect.
The more you know.
I don't have the shot anymore, Maddie.
I tried to tell you.
Sabotaged me.
I tried to tell you and you literally wouldn't listen.
What are you thinking about doing after high school?
Well, as of right now, I'm not really sure what I want to do after high school, but I'm kind of interested along the lines of either like a marine biologist, like I'm kind of interested in like history, so I don't know, maybe archaeologist or something. Otherwise, I really don't know. I'm taking some engineering courses, so that could be something that I go into.
Wow. We're back. We're here. All right, Mr. Cameron, what advice would you give to people that have no idea what they want to do after high school and have nothing planned?
All right, so if you have nothing planned after high school, here's what I'd say. Don't worry about it. I think if anything, the system has really conditioned everyone to feel that if they're not always fulfilling their life plan, that they're somehow like failing at human existence. There are many different ways you can choose to lead your life after high school. I'm not going to tell you that necessarily means you have to like always have a plan for the next year. For a lot of people, having a gap year or two before you go back to school can be the most refreshing thing in the world. It also can give you a new perspective on what you want to do with your life that maybe you didn't have before. If you just rush off into a college major without having any experience in that field, you might find out after you do a little work in that field that it's not the place for you. So, I guess my advice is if you don't have a plan, there's plenty of people without plans, and I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Wise words from Mr. Cameron.
I mean,
quick thoughts on college.
For me, I think college was, stereotypically some of the best years of my life. It's where I met some really great friends who I still have today. It kind of was a time where I got to figure out who I wanted to be, not just from a career standpoint, but like, what my values were, how I wanted to lead my life. That was, the first time for a lot of us when, so to say, the strings are cut. It's the first time you really get to make a lot of decisions on your own. Of course, it's a time where you make a lot of mistakes, but that's the natural part of the whole thing.
All right. So what happened today? What's this whole video for, Jacob? You're like, what even is this? I don't know. Creep up, creep up, creep up. Okay, redo this. This video was for people that have no idea what they want to do after high school, or school in general. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what career they want to go down or anything, and that's, dude, not knowing that is totally fine. okay, so if you're like coming out of sports, like, okay, I can't be an NFL player. All right, most people can't. So what else can I do? You know, I kind of like building stuff, engineering, and I kind of like business and selling stuff. So what should I do if I'm interested in those two topics or any other topic like that? What could I do about that? I think what someone can do about that is try that out for 30 days. Try it out for a period of time that's either 30 days or longer, and that'll help you to figure out if you like it or not. If you want to know why, here's why. The reason it's going to help you figure out if you like it or not is because if you try that thing out for 30 days and you don't like, you like it a little bit the first week, but then like all the way the rest of the day through, you don't like it at all. That's going to help you to decide if you like that job and if you are interested in it that much to work on it as a job. If you go for 30 days and you enjoy the crap out of it, then that's probably a good thing, and you should probably, you know, find a job in that then and go down a path that fits that. That's my thoughts on it. 3 general benefits for most people why they would want to go to college. I mean, getting that degree. Second reason is because of the college experience. And then the third reason is for connections. Get connections with employers, internships, and new friends and people. I'm gonna go to somewhere else to talk about the cons of college because talking in my car is a little weird, so.
You can always wait till after high school's over to figure out what you want to do. You have time.
What do you think about college? What's your quick thoughts on that?
College, I think it's a great thing to do, but if you can't afford it or don't want to do it, then that's completely fine. I mean, you can still get money through jobs you can work at, and you can still get pretty well even without college.
What are you doing after, what are you thinking about doing after high school? And
I literally don't know, maybe something with music or psychology.
What advice would you give to people that don't know at all what they want to do after high school?
Like, what they want to do?
All.
Oh god, I'm one of those people. Oh, to be fair, I guess it's like the perfect reason for me to get advice, I guess. I'd say honestly, just like, probably just like figure out what really speaks to you.
What do you think is more important, money or like finding a job that makes the most money that fits your lifestyle, or finding a job that makes you happy but probably doesn't fit your lifestyle and you need to change your lifestyle?
I'd say, personally, I'd say try to find the middle ground as much as you can, but if it comes down to it, I'd say probably go for the one that like makes you the happiest.
Okay.
School's broken in America.
Kids come out of college, the best college.
Dollar debt decisions when they go off to university.
No need even to have a college degree.
I think explore what you want to do before committing.
To be prodded in the right direction, but an awful lot of it is self-taught.
Education is very good at training people to do the same things that we've done over and over again.
So that learning should come from the mistake, not punishment, because you're teaching people not to make mistakes.
Yeah, so one huge con about college in general is that it's literally so expensive for most people to even afford, and then when you get out of it, and then you have so much student debt that you have to pay off, get a job that just pays really good just so you could pay off your student loans. Like, how much does that suck? That sucks a lot. That's a huge reason for me, and that's probably the biggest con for me, and that's the reason why I'm not doing it, is because of the student loans and how much you gotta pay off. And yeah, that wraps up my video on this whole topic. What I really gotta say about it is that, you know, it's your decision what you want to do. Mostly everyone I talk to about thinks college, you know, it just depends on really the person, what you're gonna do with that diploma in the end and what you're really trying to get at. That's really all that matters, is, you know, you finding the job that you like. In the end, I mean, that's really what matters, like getting the education to fulfill the career you want to have and the life you want to live. That's really what it matters. And there's so many alternative ways now that, like, if you seriously can't afford college, and you actually can't go to college, that's totally fine. Like, there's so many other ways of learning, like workshops and mentoring with people and everything. There's a lot of different ways to learn, especially with the internet now. Not too many people take advantage of learning through the internet. Hopefully in the future is going to happen more, but yeah, that's really just my whole take on college and what to do after school. Really just I really hope everyone like makes what they want to do after school. I hope they actually do it and just like be happy in the end, doing what they do after high school, and not exactly always having someone plan out your life, like your parents or someone close to you and everything. Like, plan it out yourself if you're gonna do it. Do it for yourself, not for someone else. So that's really all I got to say about this subject, is that, you know, do what makes you happy, and don't go to college for someone else or because someone else wants you to. Because there's a lot of other options out there, and it's just, I don't think it's worth it just because someone said so. So do your own research on it. Find something you want to do. Find your interest. Find your passion. And if you can't even come up with anything, then that's fine. Just go out and live life a little bit more. Go out, hang out with some new people, do some new things, go new places and stuff, and maybe you'll get inspired by a certain type of thing and want to go do it. So that's my conclusion on this. Let me know how you think about this. I really enjoyed making this type of video. It took me like a whole day to shoot it. Talked to many different people. It was great. It was a good, very good time doing this whole thing. Really enjoyed making this. It's just my opinion personally on it. I interviewed a lot more other people. There's probably a lot more videos out here, but this is just answering a very big common question that I feel like shows up a lot in high schoolers around here, at least. So I just wanted to answer it, give my thoughts on it.